Hi everyone, my name is Dan Strutzel and I'm Vice President of Publishing here at Nightingale-Conant, and it's my honor today to be with our new Nightingale-Conant author, Mark Earlix. And Mark is the author of a new program from Nightingale-Conant I know you're going to want to find out more about and try for yourself, called Awaken the Healer Within.
Yes.
Mark, it's great to be with you today.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're suggesting healing comes from within. Can you tell us more about the title of the program and how that fits in to the program itself?
We have this source within us that's alive and well and just wanting to give itself to us and through us. And it does come forth where we have the ability to touch someone, to help them to feel better. And even through our words, it's just an innate part of us.
Right.
And I can help people to realize, I help the individual to realize that they too can do this. The listener will actually take tools from this that given in the audio program. They'll feel an actual difference. They'll feel the tissue moving. They'll feel the bones being shifted in some way or another, according to their ability to focus. And this program teaches you to focus. You'll actually see result not only for the physiological, biological, neurological, but the emotional as well. And it helps a person to take on a different understanding of themselves. I'll put my hand on someone and in these techniques, and I'll watch their tissue change, and I teach people to be able to watch the tissue of their body change and the biology and the chemical reactions in their body and the skeletal whatever. And they'll actually feel a change within them, or they'll have a relief within them. The tissue will breathe. It'll be more normalized within them. And all of a sudden, it's disappeared. Their body is no longer reacting to the dysfunction. These techniques are amazing. They work.
It's interesting, Mark. So, a breakthrough for me in this interview is that you're talking about the consciousness, in a sense, in someone's stomach and body. A lot of people think of consciousness just being in their head or in their brain.
I understand.
But the whole body is infused with consciousness, and to me that's a real breakthrough.
Well, let me give you a short story. There was a woman that came to me one time from another country, and she had been to the best neurologists in the world, had tried every type of medication that was prescribed to her for years and years and years, and she was about 60 years old at the time, this young lady, and she had been on her last rope in life. She's had these massive migraines for about 55 years. And she heard about me, she came along, and she said, okay, how can I get rid of these migraines? Can you help me, please? I've just about had it, and I'm suffering most of my life. And one of the techniques I teach, scanning, where you can feel the body's energies, the morphic fields coming forth. And the morphic fields are fields of information. So I started with her head, and I worked down. I didn't find anything until I got to her left calf muscle. And all of a sudden, I had this vision in my head. And here she is as a 5-year-old little girl, and she was on this 3rd floor balcony, and she was being called by her friends down into the alley area. And I'm watching this in my mind, and her mother's yelling at her, don't tear your new dress when you go and play. Her girlfriend's calling her at the end of the alley, come here, quick, run, run. And as she was running, there was another fellow on one side of the alley and another fellow on the other side of the alley, and they pulled a rope. She tripped. She tore her dress. She hit her head. She didn't want to tell her mother, thinking that she was never going to be able to play again. And so here I am telling her this story. I described her and what I saw through the intuitive, which means inner teaching, and in what I teach in the techniques of the program. And she kept this in herself. She never told her mother what had happened with those 2 boys. So here she is. All these years later, she remembers this. She starts crying. She saw the event. She remembered the event in her mind. And the migraines went away for the first time in her life. Everyone has the innate ability within them to go forth and to serve and to tap into this greater consciousness that we carry inside. And it's waiting to come out 24/7. It wants to communicate with us, and it wants to share with us, and it wants to share with the world. I've worked with and I've taught thousands and thousands of skeptics. But, you know, even if we're skeptical, I think that it's because we're afraid sometimes to acknowledge that there might be something a little bit more in life, and even the skeptic realizes that.
A fascinating interview and a fascinating subject. The possibility that we each have within us the capability to heal ourselves and others. And now with our new program, Awaken the Healer Within, Mark Earlix is available to guide each of us so we can tap into that innate capability ourselves. This is Vic Conant wishing you all the very best. Thank you.